This video chart presentation of Goldstrike Resources brought to you by allpennystocks.com. Goldstrike trades on the Toronto Venture Exchange on ticker GSR. I scaled this out to a 1-year chart to show 52-week highs. Chart's making a real nice pattern. Basically a triple bottom through here. Solid support level being held. Finally made a strong move off of it. More than doubling from lows of 28.5 cents all the way up to hit 58. A little bit of a consolidation, but back on the move. Closed flat yesterday. 109,000 shares traded. I'd like to see a little bit of increase in volume, but the pattern's nice, resistance is set, and it's time to see if this is going to make the breakout or not. A great long-term uptrend in the MACD, very solid and steady. Even if by chance it did pull back farther, I just want to see this uptrend be held, have the MACD hold over top of zero, stay in bull mode. PPO, which is basically a variation of the MACD, almost identical look. ADX has cooled off a little bit over the last few weeks during the pullback. Looks like it's rotating now, given a very neutral reading. I'd start to look for an upswing. If it makes the upswing this time, I'd want to see it come through and make a higher high, show even more strength to the direction of the chart. Money flow index holding over top of zero, even on the pullback. Again, it's a solid sign of people paying higher prices and a bullish indication to hold the upper half of the indicator. It's just a great long-term look with the accumulation distribution as well. Depending on how you want to look at it, you can just see higher lows being made consistently. Accumulation has been steady in this stock for a year. A little bit of a dip into the red for the shaking money flow on the pullback. Of course, that's to be expected. Selling pressure was taken over. Some people were taking some profits, but now it's moved back up into the green, showing buying pressures outweighing selling pressure over the last 20 periods. I'd look for this to make a stronger move farther up into the green, show that buying pressure is getting heavy again. CCI, the official buy point, would have been a breakthrough 100 again. It did stall out a little bit. That's what I'm going to be looking for now, is for it to technically drop a buy signal by passing back through the 100 mark. Full still, momentum came out of the play as stock consolidated, basically to be expected. Shooting back upward now, telling me that momentum's coming back into the play. Tricks like the MACD to gauge a trend, holding over top of zero is bullish, consistently making higher lows. Very nice look in the long term with the tricks as well. RSIs, we reference this quite a bit. Always want to see those longer terms, the red and gold lines holding over top of 50. That shows bullish momentum is staying in the play. If you just play just by those rules, see right there was the break, and since then they've held above it, and there's your increase in share price. So again, it's just important to see that the RSI is holding the upper half of the indicator and the chart's staying in bull mode. As I mentioned, nice look to the candles. You call it a multiple bottom. Some people might call it a cup and handle. This part being the cup, the consolidation being the handle, and now looking for it to go back into breakout mode. From a support and resistance standpoint, ideally, I'd like to see it hold an area somewhere between 45 and 46. That was a breakout point. It was a clearly defined support and resistance point earlier on. It's holding the candles above the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average. And if it holds those levels, eventually this 200-day will start to curl. In the most bullish of charts, this 50 and 200-day moving averages are both trending upward, and the price per share is holding over top of those levels. I also use the pink line for charts that make a run like that. That's a 10-day moving average. It's registering 50. A sell point would be a break back down through the 10-day, and the buy point would be the move back above it. So with a narrow focus, now that it's moved back above that 10, I'd want to see it hold over top of that as well. But in the grander scheme, pretty nice support between 44 and 46, and I'd be looking for those areas to hold. On the upside, there's resistance right there around 58, and it's going to kind of run right through. You can see a little bit of resistance right there at 60, runs all the way up to 61. But I'd be pretty focused on seeing if it can move and close above 55 cents. It's been a tough spot for it. It hasn't been able to close above that level since going all the way back into 2011. And I think if we see an increase in volume and the price per share close above that mark, it's got a real good chance of taking out these upper shadows of 58 and 61 cents and potentially challenging 52-week highs all the way up at 73. Now it's a very nice upside, closing at 54 cents. And the potential's there if this momentum can stay strong and finally push through a level it hasn't been able to move through in quite some time. It's one of our Canadian stocks to watch this week. So far it's flat, but it's worth keeping on radar the rest of this week to see if it's going to pick up a little bit more steam and continue this bullish run it's been on. Those are the type of things that I look for in the GSR chart, but as always, it's merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant and strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence and consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure. I do not base any investment decisions on any material found on the website and/or video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching and trade smart.